Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, I want to break down the patch notes from the brand new patch that came out this morning here at NBA 2K25 MyTEAM, because I'm sure many of y'all noticed that when you opened up your game today, or maybe when you get on tonight, you open up your game, you're going to have to update 2K25, and that's because the, I guess, Season 3 patch notes came out about a week and a half early here at NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. I didn't expect a patch until next week, sometime around Wednesday or Thursday, but we got it a little bit early, and so we're going to be breaking down all the information that is leaked in this patch. It's not leaked, but the information we've been given here in these patch notes, specifically the MyTEAM patch notes and the gameplay patch notes especially. But I'll skim over everything else and see if there's anything of real value that anything else we should talk about, I guess, that is of real value in this video. So before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. Uploading every single day, tons of consistent daily MyTEAM content. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Like I said, these patch notes are already out once you update your game on everything except for PC. On PC, they will be updated. I guess it said next week, right before the start of Season 3 on November 29th. But here we go. Anything in here that's actually interesting? Nothing really that looks like it matters. The Matumba 55 tribute decal on the Nuggets court is cool, I will say. That's kind of neat. Current uniforms have been updated, hair dynamic updates. None of the stuff really matters, to be totally honest, so we can kind of skip that. Gameplay. This is what I think is the most important discussion. Reduced the effectiveness of bump steals immediately after a change of possession. So basically, when you get a steal or when you get a defensive rebound, and you would immediately get bumped without being able to really have much control. Like, you'd get bumped as soon as you get the rebound before you even dribble or anything like that, before you have control of your player on the offensive end of the court. Them reducing the effectiveness of that, I think, is good, because that was a pretty cheesy thing that was really, really annoying. I would say especially in Park, but in MyTEAM as well. It was just an annoying feature, and I think that will definitely tune that down significantly. When they say they reduced the effectiveness and they don't say slightly, like, that means that it's probably been like nerfed into the ground. Like, it probably doesn't happen anymore, pretty much, is my guess. Y'all will have to let me know in the comments, and I guess we'll see how that works. But it probably barely happens at all now, whereas it used to happen all the time with those bump steals and stuff after getting a change of possession. So that's a good tweak, though, I think, because I don't think that's something you should be just losing the ball before you even have real control over your offensive player and what they do. It's definitely an annoying feature when that would happen. So I definitely think that's a good change. Right stick defense will now only perform hands up and no longer jump to contest layups or attempt strips. This was something that Mike Wang tried to toy with this year, where right stick up was like a higher risk contest where you could get a better contest, but you also would sometimes jump and get out of position and things like that, whereas right stick down wouldn't give you as good of a contest, but you wouldn't jump. Now right stick up to wall up on the interior is the way to go again, just like in previous 2Ks, because it will not make you jump anymore. I'm not totally sure why they changed that, but if you are trying to contest on the interior without jumping, just put your right stick up again, and it should work properly the way that it used to in MyTEAM to get those wall ups on defense and those contests and things of that nature on the interior and on the perimeter. So right stick up is now better than it was, and definitely is a good way to play defense and get those contests. Added slightly longer stuns to ball handlers after successful steals to give the defense a better chance to recover the loose ball. This was a bigger issue, I'd say, in Park than it was in MyTEAM, but still, loose balls often would get tipped and then recovered by the offense almost every single time when a steal was initiated or a tip was initiated, something like that. The offense often, most of the time, got the loose ball. The 50-50 balls really weren't 50-50 balls. They were like 90-10 balls. And now I feel like this should hopefully balance that, although I wonder if it is going to influence the offensive stuns and stuff off of steals, and it's going to give the defense too big of an advantage. The question with 2K is always, when they make changes like that, did they balance it out properly? And I honestly don't really know. Players are now prevented from jumping to block out of layup strips before the strip can properly play out. That's just an animation thing. I guess they tweaked a layup strip animation with blocks. I don't really know how that would work exactly. I'm not totally sure if I know what animation that is referencing. I know what the strip animation looks like, but a block and strip, I don't know. I'm not totally sure what animation that tweaked, in all honesty. Fixed a rare issue, an off-ball deny that would cause the offensive player to be unable to move. I don't think that's something I've experienced personally, but okay. Fixed an issue that caused users to be forced to pass the ball immediately after fake passing on the inbound in a 3v3 or 5v5 match in the city. Okay. AI-controlled team defensive adjustments will no longer mistakenly affect my career user AI teammate defenders. Okay. I don't play my career, so whatever. Timeout counter will no longer deduct an extra timeout during the last minute of the fourth quarter in WNBA games. Whatever. We don't play WNBA, at least I don't. Fixed a couple cases of the shot clock, improperly resetting or reducing time after unexpected ball to rim contact. Okay. Fixed an issue where the last few plays in a playbook would not show up in favorite plays due to size limitations. I think that's something that people were having an issue with their plays, not like some of the plays disappearing a couple weeks ago or something. So hopefully that means that everybody's plays are back the way that they want them to be, which is useful in MyTEAM for those who do run plays. The rebound and tempo settings can now be edited when the adaptive coaching engine is disabled. That's cool, because that's actually nice to be able to turn off that adaptive coaching engine and still change to crash glass or get back into transition, all that type of stuff, run the floor. Those types of rebound and tempo settings are actually kind of useful, and I generally would like to adjust those. So being able to turn off the adaptive coaching engine so it doesn't screw up your defense at times and things of that nature, but also being able to tweak those settings is cool. Defensive matches will no longer potentially be reset after a timeout is called. They said that last time as well. Will that actually work? I hope so. We'll see. And then cage match update. I do not care. Other gameplay. No, that's all the gameplay patch notes. Actually, that's all there is for that. City, is anything that's matter at all? There's going to be a holiday themed makeover in the city. It makes me think that we're going to have a holiday themed season 3, which would be cool. And honestly, I don't see anything else in there that matters. My career. We don't care about that either, to be totally honest. We're just going to skip that. And then we're going to get to my team. Triple Threat Park. Voice chat with your opponents is now enabled in 3v3 co-op games. That's kind of cool. Resolve the hang that could occur when checking court status. Okay. Ensured season rewards for my players are accessible through the appearance menu. It's cool. Triple Threat Park games will now be included in the stats section of MyTEAM player cards. Okay. Updated the positioning of the my players watching Triple Threat Park games to keep them off the court and facing the correct direction. Okay. Showdown addressed an issue where the players would visually see the 3-win rewards rather than their correct weekly rewards. Okay. Challenges. Tracked challenges will now clear when completed. That's an annoying thing that has been there this year. That has been kind of annoying when you're trying to track challenges and track new challenges once you've completed some of them and stuff like that. So that's kind of neat that they will now clear properly. That's good. Fixed an issue where dynamic goals would appear duplicated in the challenge menu. Who cares? And then miscellaneous updates. Various updates have been made to the exhibitions menu to ensure responsiveness and accurate reporting of partially filled requirements. Cool. That's just quality of life stuff. Coaching staff for teams with custom logos will no longer wear Sixers gear. Whatever. Fixed an issue with some takeover cards showing incorrect special ability. Addressed an issue where dynamic duo badge boosts were not correctly displayed to players. Updated certain ball drop boards to prevent the ball from getting stuck. Addressed an issue which could cause an invisible ball in freestyle. That's kind of neat. The invisible ball is kind of annoying, so I'm glad they fixed that. Players with boosted overall ratings from dynamic duos will now show those boosts in the on-the-fly lineup menu and coach game plan. And then various additional updates and fixes to MyTEAM's menus and features have been made to improve the overall experience. Honestly, seems like for my team, it's mostly just quality of life updates. Nothing particularly significant in terms of the changes that they made to the patch notes in my team. The gameplay changes are going to be the biggest updates, and I don't think they're all that massive in all honesty compared to the previous patch as well. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see if the gameplay plays any different. Y'all let me know if y'all think there's anything significant in here that is a big change, but doesn't seem like a massive patch to me, all things considered. Just thought I would go over it and break everything down for y'all here in this video. A couple of good gameplay changes though, specifically that right stick defense up, I think is really nice. Balancing the ball handler steal 50-50 ball animations basically is nice. And then I don't think anything else is a huge deal. I mean, being able to change rebound and tempo settings now is cool. The reducing the effectiveness of bump steals is cool. A couple of nice little gameplay changes that I think are overall positives for the game. With that being said, let me know what y'all think of these patch notes, and let me know if y'all are enjoying my team. And I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. And I appreciate y'all. Peace.